questions?
I just want to say I totally agree with you. We use Shark Tank a lot at North with Matt and I, and if you go to SharkTankClips.com, you can pull up any of the episodes they've had over the years, and finance is huge on that show as far as valuation of companies and, you know, all of the finances. And a lot of the people that go on that show don't even think about the numbers like they should.
Correct.
And we break down the shows. We have some sheets that kind of work along with the shows where the kids get to break down all the valuations and, you know, and all of that. And it's just been a really good tool for us. So if anybody else, I can always send those sheets to you guys that we've made. And, you know, some of the sheets, you dive into who the, you know, breaking down the target market and the marketing plan and all of that. But a lot of it's finance and cash flow. And
I am a Shark Tank. I have Shark Tank marathons. So I can't sit and watch it on this. It used to be Friday. I don't know what day it is anymore. So I'll let it build up.
If you go on the internet, you'll find any episode.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Go to Hulu and I just watch it like one afternoon or one day, and I just knock them all out.
Kids love it.
It's a great learning tool.
You know, 10, 15 minutes.
You'll see 4 billionaires always ask, they'll like, oh, this is a great product, this is how I came, and you know, they kind of humor them, like, okay, what's the economics? How much does it cost me to make that? What can I sell it for? What kind of revenues have you had in the past? You know, these are all financially based questions. They're not like,
have you seen Dragon's Den?
I've not.
That's another good one.
You know, they're not asking people, what's your marketing strategy? You know, that's few and far between. It's always about the economics. You know, how much money can I make out? And that's what investors are looking at. You know, they want their money to work for them. I'm sure you're a great person and all, and they'd love to do business with you, but how much money can you make? So great point on that. If that's probably a non-boring way to teach finances to your staff, to show them a clip of Shark Tank and then maybe analyze that clip.
What do you do now?
I work at Bombardier Learjet during the day as a projects manager. So I manage special projects that come up throughout our new development program that we're doing out there. But I also own a nightclub here in town. I used to own with some partners. The peak of our business, we had 12 T-Mobile stores in Kansas and Missouri with 36 employees. And it was one of those, I had it for 5 years. We did really well our first 3.5 years. And the last year and a half, basically when AT&T announced they were buying T-Mobile, we saw the writing on the walls that we had to get out. So revenues continued to drop. I mean, that's another thing that we know from as an entrepreneur as well. We probably stayed in the business longer than we should have because we were emotionally attached. But you know, we saw the writing on the wall, and we executed our exit strategy that was in our business plan. It was to consolidate and sell. That's what we did. And some of us went on to do other things, and I went back to corporate America while I was looking for the next thing. And right now, I'm just trying to juggle both. But serial entrepreneur for sure. I mean, I started in college. That's why I paid for school. That and YK scholarships.
I have a Shark Tank question.
Sure.
How much of the time do you think that those billionaires are trying to get a really good deal? Like, how much are they leveraging their who they are? I mean, are they kind of consistent with like a local investor type? I mean, I know everybody's trying to get a good deal, but
those guys are playing with billions, you know. And so even in the local landscape here, you have different levels of potential angel investors or venture capitalists, and you kind of just have to find. You know, there's the C team, the JV team, the varsity team, and you got to find where your business best fits. But when you get to that level of success, those guys are all deal junkies. That's all they're doing. You know, they don't get into the nitty gritty of the business. They think of, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to negotiate this deal. I'm going to spend $50,000 to get 40% equity in your business, and I'm going to pass this off to my business manager to handle for me. You know, so those guys are just deal junkies on that end. When you get to a level where you get more intimate, and if you invest with, for example, if Matt Lilly, who's supposed to be here tonight but had to go to Zappos, was to invest in your business, you know, Matt's financially very comfortable, but he'll be more intimately involved in the process. And so for things like that, just really you have to find what the good fit is. he can provide some additional mentoring. But when you have guys like, let's say, Dave Murphy that involves him, gets investors in your business, then he can also open doors that Matt can't. But he won't give that one-on-one attention. He'll give one of his business managers that responsibility to report back to him and make phone calls. He'll pick up the phone and make phone calls if he needs to, but it really just depends on what level of playing field you're at and what your business idea is. But it just has to be more sexy and higher rate of return to get guys like Dave Murphy to sit at the table with you. I mean, he has plenty of people that vet all his stuff for him, and it's tough to get 5 minutes with that guy.